Blessings, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones. And I'm here today with, as promised, with the exact crystal that I used over the fasting holiday for cutting toxic ties and releasing those energy patterns that are no longer needed, that are no longer necessary, and that are not good for my well-being. So I'll tell you first, the stone is called novaculite, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, so excuse me if my pronunciation is off. So this particular one, this is a personal one. I do have novaculite on my website, and I also have lots of information about this stone, as well as a song that it shared with me. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term that I use, the song, it's basically a message that comes from the stone being that I write down and I share. So that novaculite song is on the website, and if you have any trouble locating it, you should be able to just type in the name in the search and be able to find it. But if you have any trouble locating it, I am happy to help you find the link. So some of the novaculite stones came together in duets, and this is one of them. And you can see there is an indentation. It might be hard to tell from the video. I'll do my best to show you. And this fits right in. It's not exact, but it sits really nicely, almost as if it was made for each other. And there were several of the novaculite stones that came together as duets. I don't know if I have any left. If you're interested, let me know, and I will try and help you connect with the duet. You don't need it. It does bring in a different energy, because whenever you bring two crystals together, you're going to have a different energy. But as far as cutting ties, you just need one. And you don't even need that. You can call in a crystal energetically and do the same thing. So if you don't have access to a stone, a crystal blade, a novaculite stone, or any other type of crystal for cutting ties, you can call in the energy of the stone through your imagination, through a visualization, through intent. It really, 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 we're energetic beings. Our physical forms are just illusions. They're really good ones, so that's why sometimes we need a little help. But if in a pinch, you can do this through a visualization. I just want to tell you this because I don't want you to feel that if you don't have access to the crystals that you can't do this. You can do this, and you can always go onto my website at any time and look up any of the crystals that you are feeling a connection with and connect with them through their picture. Sometimes the connection is even stronger that way. And, I'm going to tell you truthfully, I love having the crystals in presence because the physical connection with them is really powerful. but you don't need it. And I want to be really clear about that. And the wind is howling outside, and it's adding energy to our connection here, so that's really lovely. Wind is beautiful for clearing out old energies, so feel free to call in the wind as well. And it's here today with us for this, so beautiful, perfect timing that we're doing this as the wind is howling. It can be a little scary for some people. Wind can bring up a lot of fear, but if you shift your perspective on the wind, a lot of that fear will dissipate. So what did I do when I was cutting the ties? I basically held on to my stone as I would a knife. And I went around my body and in a circle. Anywhere that there could be a tie. And when I felt any resistance, I would use a sawing motion just to really make sure that I get that strand of persistent, stubborn energy. But generally, as a practice, anytime, I would even do this once a week, especially at the beginning, because we're always creating new ties, whether we realize it or not. We have a lot. Like if we were to look at an energetic picture of our body and our matrix, we would see a lot of strands there. And we don't want to get rid of all of them. And when you start with the intent of releasing all ties that are no longer needed and not healthy for our well-being, then those are the only ones that will sever. We're very powerful that way. We don't have to worry about cutting off anything that we need. So that's this stone. That's the magic of the stone. And you can use, we've had obsidian on recently. We have had crystal blades on, and there's another stone that's really lovely called dacite. And again, I excuse me if I'm not pronouncing it right. You can find those all on the website if you are wanting to connect with them. And if you wanted a duet, please feel free to get in touch and I'll help you hook up with one. If I have any available, I will definitely help you with that. And if not, I can always look for something for you, because there's always, the crystals have a magical way of coming together when they're needed. So if you feel really drawn to that and you need it, there will be one for you. It's just that simple. It's just that magical, and that's how it is with the stone beings. So I am sending you lots and lots of love, lots of crystal love too. My love also, crystal love also. And blessings for a magical day. And how perfect that the wind just settled just as we were done. I love it. I love it when the earth plays with us and shows us how she's supporting us and she's working with us. She's so magical. Yes. Okay. So, again, have a magical day. Sending you lots of crystal love. And I'll see you in social, on my website, through email.